guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chanel. This video today is going to be books that I'm not that sure if I want to get rid of yet. So I am making these books will self-destruct in 12 months. I first saw this from Becca and the Books on her channel. I will link her channel down below. A pile of books here that I'm not that sure if I want to get rid of them yet or unhaul them. Some of them I'm quite sure that I want to unhaul them, but I want to give them a chance. So I've got a stack of books here that we're going to have a look at. These are in no particular order or anything. First on the list is Black River by Ross Sterling. It says, the River Thames always give up its dead. There's a killer picking off victims from the wild swimming spots on the upper reaches of the Thames. The case takes Detective Inspector Leo George into the path of Jess Bridges, a private investigator who lives life close to the edge. Their inquiries lead them to an author, J.O. Jackson, whose books on secret wild swimming spots has turned him into a social media celebrity. In J.O.'s book, The Blueprint That the Murderer is Following, if so, does that mean Joe a target or the killer himself? Either way, the duo finds themselves swimming in some very dangerous water. A thrilling new Wodanaut series, fast-paced and addictive, featuring a detective as sharp as his suits and a heroine who's trouble. So that's the first one. A detective and a private investigator that needs to solve the cases that are going on along the River Thames. On the list is the first book in the Marriage Contracts by Kate Roberts. Yeah, this is, I will most likely say, adult and romance. It says the O'Malley family, wealthy, powerful, dangerous, and seething and severing with scandals. Tegan O'Malley hates almost everything associated with his family's name, so when his father orders him to marry Cassell Sheridan to create a business alliance, Tegan's ready to tell his dad exactly where he can stuff his millions. But then Tegan actually meets his new fiancée, sees the bruises on her neck and the fight still left in her big blue eyes, and vows he will do everything in his power to protect her. Everyone knows the O'Malleys have a dangerous reputation, but Kelly wasn't aware just what that might meant until she saw Tegan, the embodiment of lethal grace and cooled with power. His slightest touch sizzles through her, but the closer they get, the more trouble they're in, because Kelly's keeping a dark secret, and what Tegan doesn't know could get him killed. Yeah, this one I want to put on my list because I do actually want to read it, mainly because I forgot that this book was like really floppy. It's really floppy. But no, I want to read this book. Yeah, I really do want to read this book, so let's see. Next on my list is Runaway by Highland Coven. This, I believe I got it in a book subscription box a while back, last year. Yeah, it was a mystery book subscription box that gave you 4 books, and they was just on one specific genre. I went with the crime slash thriller. Yeah, it was crime, thriller, and mystery one. So that's why I got this one. Yeah, let's see. I think when I got it, it sounded really interesting. I really did want to read it. But now it's been on my shelf for about a year now, and I've totally forgot what it is. So that's why this is on here. Your daughter is missing. You'll risk anything to find her, and then you see her frightened and clearly in trouble. You approach her, beg her to come home. She runs. You follow her into a dark and dangerous world where no one is safe, and murder is commonplace. Now it's your life on the line. Next on my list is a book that I have tried to read in the past. I've actually tried to read it this month, but not this month, this year. But I wasn't in the mood for this sort of book at all, so I DNF'd it and said I would come back to it. So this is why this one's on here, and it's The Split by Shannon and Bolton. This is about a wife and a husband. The husband is in prison for something that he did years ago, but he's only finally came out, and the wife Fetchesy has been running all her life since her husband been put into prison. Her husband's called Freddie. So yeah. Now Freddie is after her, trying to find her, and she's basically running for her life to get away from her husband that is now out of prison. And yeah, this book does sound amazing, and I do want to read it. Next one is actually another DNF book that I have actually tried to read now for the last 2 months. I've tried to read for the last 2 months. It was on my February. It was on my February TBR, but I didn't read it. Put it off. Then I put it onto my March TBR to see if I could finish it, but I just couldn't. Called Hold Back the Stars. Sorry for the glare. I'm sitting in front of my window for the best lighting. But it says Hold Back the Stars by Katie Khan. This is actually really good. It's 90 minutes, a few years from now. Not too far in the future, 2 people meet. It is a classic story of a boy meets girl, except that it's not. When we find them, they have an hour and a half left. Unless they can save themselves, they won't survive. The clock is ticking. Bittersweet and life affirming. Hold Back the Star is a love story of the year. Basically this is about a boy and a girl. They, friends. They are friends and then they become lovers. They basically are in space, and something happens up in space, and then they've only literally got about an hour or so left to live. and they basically have to save themselves before they can die. So it is what I read so far of the book, like before I DNF'd it. It was really interesting. I was really intrigued to reading it, but hopefully I can pick this back up again and read it. So next on the list is Rewind by Catherine Ryan Howard. It says Natalie knows there's something creepy about Andrew, the manager of her isolated holiday cottage. She wants to leave, but she can't, not until she finds what she's looking for. Andrew is watching his only guest finds a hidden camera in her room. When the unthinkable happens, a shadowy figure appears on screen, kills the woman, and destroys the camera. This is an explosive story about a murder caught on film. You've already missed the start. To get the full picture, you must rewind the tape and play it through to the end, no matter how shocking. Like, it sounds amazing. That's probably why I picked it up. This sounds really thrilling and amazing, and it gives me some like horror film vibes. Like what's that film called? I think it's Cabin in the Woods. Like, that is scary, that I've watched. It gives me like Cabin in the Woods sort of like vibe, and a serial killer is gonna come after you and kill you. Well, basically that's what happens to this. But no, this sounds really good. This is probably why I picked it up. Like, it sounds really thrilling and that, so can't wait. I'll really like to get to this to read it. Hopefully I can. Next on my list is It's Now or Never by Coral Matthews. This is about two sisters, one important birthday, a year of taking chances. It says, when twins Annie and Lauren attends their elder sister Chelsea's 40th birthday party at the Donchester Hotel, they wonder why their lives are so different. Chelsea's husband is twirling her around the dance floor, while Annie's husband has gone fishing and Lauren's lover is at home with his wife and children. Annie and Lauren decide it's time to make a change and turn their lives around. It's time they started living again, but have they left it too late? No, that does sound really good. I know that Coral Matthews is a really good author, and this is why I picked this up. I think I actually found it in the charity shop. I did. So when I saw it, I thought, okay, I'll give it a chance. I'm not really good with romances, but this sounds like it's gonna be 2 points of views, but going between Annie and Lauren. So I'm okay with that. So hopefully this is good. Hopefully it has got a nice happy ending. I want to see all the twists and turns that it takes, and the development with when they change and that. So hopefully, yeah, it'd be interesting to see. So yeah, can't wait to get to this one. Next book on my list is another thriller mystery book called For the Missing by Lena Benscotter. Sorry. Nora's daughter Annabelle has disappeared, last seen on her way home from a party. Gallspin's inexperienced police are wilting under the national media spotlight, and its residents are desperate for answers. Stockholm detective Charlie Large must return home to find Annabelle and then get out of town as soon as she can before everyone discovers the truth about her. For the missing, time is running out. Like, now that sounds amazing. Now this does sound interesting, and I really do want to get to this and read it. So next on my list is Arundhati by Jennifer Saint. I have tried to read this last year, but I DNF'd it. Kept it on my list because I wanted to get back to it, because the book is just beautiful. I do believe this was just a cover buy because this is beautiful. I absolutely love it. I do know my Greek myths and stuff. I know them slightly, but not too much in depth. So yeah, this, it does interest me. It does, but I think it is more a cover buy. I am going to try to read it. If not, then this will definitely be getting on a haul. This one says, basically it's about Arundhati and is about Arundhati and the Minotaur, and also about Furnace. On my list is a book that I know that has been made into a movie for a while. It's been a movie for a while now. I've never watched the movie, but I know that it is a movie, and the book is If I Stay by Gayla Foreman, I think. Yeah, it says, a cold February morning, a snowy road, and suddenly all of Maya's choices are gone, except one. As alone as she's ever been, Maya must make the most difficult choice of all. I am really interested in reading this. I've got a feeling that this might make me cry. But you know, I am really interested in reading this. I don't know why, but when I was in the shop, it just pulled to me. Like, it just called out to me to get. I had no idea what this was about at all. But yeah, no, this pulled to me. So hopefully I can read it and I like it. And next on my list is A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. This is about Hades and also Persephone. And they are basically in, I do believe they are now in the model world. I think Hades has now got his own he's a owner of a casino. He's got his own gambling business, and yeah, and also they are on the way to love and that. Yes, I'm more interested in Hades and everything. And I know that apparently there's a part in here that says Hades is cooking cookies in a neighborhood. Like, I just can't picture that. Like, Hades, the god of death, like the god of dead. Like, you could not picture Hades in a pink frilly apron cooking cookies. Like, trying to imagine that is not going through my head at all. Like, it just makes me laugh trying to think about it. So I really do want to get to this and read it, because I have heard good things about this book. I really do want to get to it, just to get to the bit with Hades in the apron cooking cookies. Like, I really do want to see that bit. No, I really do want to get to this. I really do want to explore their relationships in this book, so I can't wait to get to this one. Next on my list is Can You Trust Me by Emma Rawley. It says, Olivia is the domestic goddess who has won millions of followers, by sharing her picture perfect life online, and now she's releasing her tell-all autobiography. For professional ghostwriter Nikki, it's the biggest job of her career. But as she delves deeper into Olivia's life, cracks begin to appear in her glamorous facade. From the stained relationships with her handsome husband and murky details of her tragic family death in her childhood, the truth bellows. Olivia's perfect public picture. But why is Olivia so determined to leave an old tragedy well done? And how far will she go to keep Nikki from the truth? That sound okay. I think I got this in another. I think I got this in the book box, the mystery book box. So I'm not really. I didn't know what was coming. Sound okay. That looked interesting. What was that? The writing looks okay. Quite nice, and it's a floppy book. So that's one thing. Interested in reading this? Hopefully I can. But yeah, not really know much about them at all. But yeah, hopefully I can get to these books. Some of them I am interested in reading, and I want to get to them before the 12 months are up. Some I'm not that much interested in reading, so yeah, hopefully I can get to these before the 12 months are up. And yeah, I am looking to come back after the 12 months and react to this video and to see if I have actually read any of these. I think there's 13 books here. I will put on the screen what number there is actually here, but I think it's 13. Hopefully I can, I want to react to this video and see if I have actually read them before unhauling them. So yeah, that's it guys. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, give it a like, and if you want to see more content from me, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified. But I will see you in the next video guys. Bye.